We are in Windurst. We are going to be doing our Windurst Eco. This is available once a week. You do have to do it in rotation with the other two nations, both Bestoke and Sandoria. So my first video is going to be for this one. So we're going to talk to Lumomo here in Windurst Waters. I'll pull him up on the map once we're done talking to him, but we're going to say alrighty whitey. And then be like, sure, I love mazes. You can just keep skipping through the text. It's not super important, but if you want to be involved in it for the sake of roleplay or whatever, sure, by all means, do whatever you want to do. But his location is going to be right here. It's going to be, I could just show you F10 on the map here. So right here in the Timber Timbers Tavern. And then if it's your first time, make sure you tell whoever invites you that it is your first time completing this. But typically you'll be seeking a party right outside this tavern here, and then you can just sit or chill or do whatever. You can do shouts and yells. So for instance, I could shout Eco. Answer this call. This is your radio. Got a phone call and I'm gonna ignore it right now. Go Windurst Waters. Oh, Light Mage. Level 40 because I can cast Teleport. And then you can just do please invite me. Now, again, if it's your first time, you're basically going to want to be seeking a party. You're not really going to be doing much. Um, so, like, I'm being told to go ahead and set up an alliance here, so that's what I'm doing. Big part of this is just communication, just so you're aware. But we're creating our alliance and we're getting everything set up. Enigma and Easy Prey. All right. Okay. The dog's barking. All right, but since I'm the white mage, I get to teleport everybody. All right. Now I just wait on everybody to get here. And from there, we kind of just wait a little bit. As a person who's not high level or anything, I would suggest you're close to level 20 when you do this. That way you can be close to the level sync, which I'll explain when we get there more about that. Right. Just waiting on Enigma to get here. So, like I said, I'm just communicating with my side of the party because we have an alliance. Um, it's a little bit better further on if you're like a summoner and you're a little bit more leveled. You'll basically be using your 2 hour and killing a mob. But we're doing a step-by-step process here. If you're someone who's never done this before, but it just makes it a little bit easier. So we're just gonna wait a little bit longer. Alright, so basically your white mage, your designated tell person, will cast teleport, so that's what we're doing right now. I'm gonna drink some coffee. And again, it is suggested you have a level 20 before you start doing this. You can start doing it at level 18. It'll just be a little bit more rough. You might need some help, or if you're in a link shell, somebody to give you some items to help. Because essentially what we're all gonna do, we're gonna take this chocobo, and if you're below level 20 and don't have your chocobo license, you will have to walk it. But you can literally just follow somebody all the way there. Shouldn't take too long. Alright, it looks like our third party is going to be coming here pretty soon. Alright, this should be our zone here, so we're going to just zone in. Like I said, if you're new, you'll probably be walking if you're under level 20, but I would suggest getting as close to level 20 as possible. And then we're going to talk to this NPC right here. Gonna slap on the ointment. Alright. Then you'll need something called prison powders and or silent oils. I'm a white mage, so of course I can cast sneak. And then you can just follow anybody, even if it's somebody not necessarily from your party, all the way down to where we're going. But for the purposes of this, we'll go ahead and follow a party member to make it easier. Hopefully by the time you start, you're in a link shell. But yeah, you literally just follow somebody. You can put yourself on auto follow or anything like that. The reason why we're invisible is because goblins aggro to sight. We want to make sure we can't be seen. And this person isn't in our alliance even, but they're probably on their way to the zone spot still. So we're just going to do a quick follow. Actually, going to my link shell here real quick. then if we look at our map, we're just heading through. You could probably also use your markers. So where everyone is. Kira's and everybody's down here at the end. Hi, Gigi. Hey, puppy. Puppy. We're almost there. If you do wind up going visible or sneak or whatever, within a time frame where you're running around, just make sure you re-up it. Just reuse the item. Make sure it's fully off of you unless it's invisible. Invisible, you don't have to wait, but with like sneak, you will. Pretty simple. And like I said, we're just following. Got a big group here. So this is going to be where we need to be. Pick off sneak and invisible. And from here we kind of wait. You'll notice that all my gear disappeared, and that's typical because I got level sync down to level 20. For me to get rid of that, I would need to log out again. So anything like level 20 or below is basically what I'm going to keep on my person. And then I'm going to fix my... Haven't really done this much because I haven't really cared, but I think gonna move this around. I'm just holding shift and yep, okay. So I have it spaced where I can see my MP cost and my timers and stuff like that. Just because I could move everything down, but that would require me to move other stuff. I like this layout for myself. Oh, looks like we got a hardcore player here. The little sword and shield icon is for hardcore players. So basically, we're gonna sit here and wait. If we look at our party list, you'll see our whole alliance. You'll see we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 summoners. So we actually have a little bit of excess there, but that's fine. This means we're gonna kill this thing really quickly. Now you don't have to do anything at all right now at this point. So we're just gonna chill here with everyone. Yep. So basically what you do here is you basically just kind of mooch. A bunch of people are gonna kill this for us. We don't have to really do anything. gain a tiny bit of experience, but it's not really that necessary. Alright, we're gonna put sneak back on us. Go. I'm gonna touch this question mark here. There, we got indigested meat. We did have a Beastman seal, so I'm gonna cast lot for it. Oh, I'm not gonna get it. Fine. Alright, so we just got told that Enigma is going to cast Escape for our party, so we're going to sit here and wait a little bit longer, because essentially they'll just teleport us straight back to the entrance. We're just going to wait a couple minutes. For them to come back in. Because essentially what they're doing is they're just dropping their level sync so they can get back their levels to cast this spell. Alright, so we invited them back, and now they're going to cast the spell for us. This is the good thing about bringing white mages and black mages, is they can do stuff like this, so if you ever try to create an alliance yourself or a party yourself for this, just make sure that you have people like this, because now you can do this. Go back in. We're gonna talk to this NPC. Alright, and then that's it. We'll say thank you for the invite. Put all my stuff back on. Okay. And then we can basically go to party, and we can dissolve, and then disband. And just to save a quick trip for myself, I'm going to do this. You could always set your home point there and Death Warp or get a Scroll of Instant Warp. from here, we can kind of just grab a chocobo. And then we can follow our map all the way back to Windy. Windy is the short term slang for. So we talked to Lamomo again here at the same place. They're gonna give us a reward. Alright, so we got 10k gil, we got a Tale of Wandering Heroes, page from the Dragon Chronicles, so comes the Dragon Chronicles. We can use this at level 4. I would suggest using it above that, because it can give up to 3000 XP. If you use this item, and it puts you over your level, and then tries to level you again, it won't level you twice. You'll be stuck at 1 XP away from the next level. But I'm going to go ahead and use it, because I'm a good distance away from my level up. Alright, so we only got 1,770 experience, which isn't bad. And then the other item we get, Wandering Tale, it works like an experience ring, so if you know how that works basically like that, just like a little better and for longer. But essentially this will give you extra experience points for a prolonged amount of time, up to 10,000. That's why it has that 10,000 number on the bottom right there that you can see. Let me see if I can move my cursor, see. But here, where it says 10,000, that's how much bonus XP you'll get before this wears off. You cannot use this in Tangent with an EXP ring currently, and I don't know if they'll change it. So just keep that in mind when you use it. Don't use it with your XP ring. Wait for one or the other to fall off before you use it again. But that is how you do Eco and Windy. Pretty simple stuff.